Hi, I'm HaJin and our team will present about Tata Starbucks entered India. Tata Starbucks in India is a joint venture between US beverage company Starbucks and Tata Global Beverage Company, which began in October 2012. This is table of content. First, I will present about history in company profile. Attempts to enter the market a few years ago had failed because of complications with the Indian government and regulations on foreign direct investment. Later, a 50-50 joint venture was formed, and Starbucks was introduced to the Indian market in October 2012 with enough initial investment of $80 million. Tata Starbucks opened its first store in Mumbai area. Financial media reported that the Tata Starbucks joint venture suffered heavy losses in 2012 to 30 in its first year in the Indian market. However, the company continued to strive to make the business a success in the long run. By 2017, Tata Starbucks had expanded to some 80 major metropolises such as Mumbai, Delhi, Pune, and Bengaluru. But this is still far below initial expectations. In 2017, the Tata Starbucks joint venture has obviously come a long way since its launch in 2012, but it is still in the deficit. Next, we will look at 3 best practices of business management. Firstly, alliance with Tata, which is India's good local partners. Starbucks has signed an alliance with India's most respected company, Tata. Tata has been respected in India for more than 140 years because the company adheres to strong values and business ethics. Starbucks' alliance with Tata has provided an effective way to quickly contact and expand local customers and better implement its Indian localization strategy. Secondly, localization strategy consider Indian culture. Indian culture was to sit and socialize for hours, drinking coffee or tea. India has developed a traditional tea culture as well as coffee. In an effort to enrich the experience of India customers, Starbucks has provided its modern tea experience, which though sells 18 different premium teas, and the tea drinking area in southern India had a coffee-related historical experience. For decades, the Kodagu region of southern India has been home to coffee farms. With the Tata Alliance, Starbucks has access to locally produced premium beans from its Tata-owned plant in the Kodagu region. It has become a strategic asset for Starbucks. In addition, Tata Starbucks is increasing its food sales by making efforts to develop localized recipes that will captivate local tastes. Third, long-term commitment to employees and customers. Starbucks' long-term staff training will also provide customers with a continuous and positive experience. Employees will provide a positive Starbucks experience for all customers after being trained in coffee, company products, and customer service. And we will look past the scanning. First indicator in the politics sectors are India's foreign direct investment regulations. India is famous for its many regulations on foreign investment. In addition, there is a unique market atmosphere in which it is difficult to succeed without holding a joint partner. Starbucks failed due to FDI regulations to make inroads into India, but it was able to be introduced in the Indian market with initial investment as it formed a 50-50 joint venture with Tata Company. Advantages from India's FDI regulation can secure fewer competitors as FDI regulations make it difficult for foreign competitors to enter the Indian market. The disadvantage is that FDI regulations make it difficult to receive government-supported investments besides investment made by joint ventures. Indicators in the economic sector are reduced sales and kept fixed costs such as rent and salary costs by COVID-19 virus. The Indian government has now imposed blockade against COVID-19 virus. Due to the blockade situation, the company is in the deficit due to a drop in sales and to occurring fixed costs. The advantages of this indicator is that the real estate of Tata Starbucks first store has been obtained from Tata Group, so the burden of rental fee can be slightly reduced. In addition, coffee is provided by Tata-owned plants, which can reduce the burden of raw materials cost. Since it is a joint corporation, it can overcome the burden of corona together. Disadvantage is that if this situation persists, there is a risk of bankruptcy because the deficit will continue to occur. In social aspects, the indicator is increasing in coffee consumption, especially those in their 20s and 30s in India's middle class. The advantage is that the India coffee market grows rapidly, increasing the demand for coffee. The disadvantage is that as the demand for coffee has risen, many competitors are expected to emerge, thus it is important to implement a competitive strategy. And SuIn will present about technological factor.
I'm going to talk about technology segment. Indicator is development in mobile settlement. As mobile use increased, the development of electronic payments technology has been introduced. Developing of technology could facilitate convenience of customer and make company expect more profit making. However, introduction of this new technology put a burden on companies for initial investment cost. In the legal sector, the Indian government imposed tariffs on several goods and recommended a 10% tariff on coffee in 2018. High tariffs and taxes have a positive aspect of easing excessive competition in the market, but the company increased price of product due to a higher tax. It negatively impacts customer and caused fewer customers and less consumption. Lastly, in environmental factor, environment situation absolutely impact coffee product. Coffee producers are likely to be hit hard by climate instability. As temperature increase, the amount of liable land will decline and pests and diseases are likely to thrive in wide area. This is cell analysis. The first strengths. The Tata Starbucks, which is a unit of Tata Global Beverage, has substantial plantation in South India. More than 10,000 metric tons of shade grow Arabica and Robusta coffee are produced in 19 states. So Tata Starbucks could get a strategic asset as it prepared to do compete with the competitors. Another strategy is Tata Starbucks care for its employees by paying tuition fee and employment training and education program to them. And Tata Starbucks provides Starbucks experience which is the best comfortable ambience and continuous survey for improving customer experience. Lastly, Starbucks concentrate on both local culture and global business. Next is weakness. Tata Starbucks has weakness of having a relatively insufficient number of outlets. In 2019, Tata Starbucks operates just 140 outlets in 10 cities of India. Controversially, a huge competitor is Cafe Coffee. They operate 1,752 outlets in the same year. Relatively insufficient number of stores is a factor that slows down corporate growth. The other weakness is that Tata Starbucks have relatively high price than competitors. This approach just focuses on high-income customers. High pricing make inexperienced customers reluctant to access their product and service. Next is opportunity. Many research show that India coffee carpet market is expected to register growth at a compound annual growth rate of over 12% during 2019 to 2024. Also, economic standard and income level in India are rising along with rising disposable income and rising number of double income households. In addition, most of the cities in India has rapidly been urbanized, and people adapt global lifestyles such as westernization and cafe culture. Those things will serve as an external opportunity for Tata Starbucks to expand and grow their business. Lastly, consumer frequent coffee in India are primarily 18 to 35 years old, which comprise the country's primary working force with higher disposable income and fast-paced lives. Next is trees. The India coffee house market is intensely competitive with international and domestic players, especially the largest formidable competitor is domestic giant Coffee Day. The company dominates by applying lower pricing than others and using strategy of flooding the market and low pricing strategy of competitor price of Tata Starbucks and it packed as street. In addition, high real estate costs and rental rate are another threat to Tata Starbucks. In a good location, almost of enterprise cost goes for a little real estate. Lastly, a quick service restaurant and big restaurant chain enter into coffee business market. These restaurants such as McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts are approaching the coffee market at a low price, and the emergence of such franchise pose a threat to Tata Starbucks. This is conclusion, and through the invented strategy, Tata Starbucks can access to India's basic resource and local market knowledge and a strategic network. Furthermore, they also obtain the expertise to deal with the unknown institutional environment. By doing so, the company could expand quickly without going through a significant learning curve. This means that the company could reduce costs for learning and experiencing their environment. Then it leads the company to a comparative position, and it could facilitate substantial competitive advantage. And Starbucks use strategies that target the wealthy, and they use a premium price and niche approach. This strategy has been led to the success of Starbucks expanding. Building a premium brand with premium pricing strategy will have a positive impact on India. However, India coffee market already has large competitor with low price and many brands. Starbucks needs a different approach to confront its already comparable competitors. At present, the problem Starbucks needs to address are high real estate costs and a shortage of stores in India. Only recently margin ratio of Tata Starbucks has been tailed as profit. Two problems should be solved to continuously expand their business in Indian market. This is part of the recommendation. In the total sector, coffee consumption is increasing, especially for those who are into 20s to 30s. If Tata Starbucks continue to build customer-tailored service, they will be able to attract customers in their 20s to 30s to premium customers. In the technology sector, new technology continue to develop. In line with the evolving technology, Starbucks need to adapt the technology more quickly. If Tata Starbucks, whose prices are relatively high, especially introduce new technology or high and offer better customer service, then they will be able to build an efficient premium service and premium price base. This is SWAP-based recommendation. To supplement shortage of outlet in India, they can introduce e-commerce system. By doing so, Tata Starbucks can serve the insufficient number of outlets. For low to middle class customers, they can make the products that lower producing costs and they can be easily accessible to more people can be the one way. Lastly, Tata Starbucks can expand its business with low rental costs inside the building of the Tata Corporate on condition that enhancement of the welfare system such as discounts on coffee use for Tata Company's employees. This is our reference, and thank you for listening.